Yeah. What's up? This Trigger Treach in the building, man. And we sitting back kicking it with my man, Chris, on the Chris Gunther show, man. If you ain't feel it, you ain't touch it right. Din din din. Breaking news. Only place to get the story is right here. You heard?
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. My special guest today is a legend in the hip hop community, a legend in the acting community. Without any further ado, the Chris Gunther Show welcomes Treach. What's going on with you, brother?
What's popping with your options?
Man, thanks for taking this time out. Excited to have this dialogue. You're currently on tour with Jason Lyrics to play. How's everything going?
Oh man, smooth as butter. Beautiful thing, yo. It's fun, it's talented, it's a great cast and ensemble and crew. We knocking them out every night.
The fact that the movie came out 30 years ago, but still holds some really great weight in 2025, when you guys were making that, did you know the impact that it would have back then?
Nah, never. You just knew that you had a great cast. It was a great story. Um, you had great direction, and it was just a story that was like it wasn't a lot of movies that was coming in about us, our people, our culture, um, in different regions of the United States. So it was like even though it was based out of Houston, it was a story for every urban area throughout the United States.
1000%, because let's just go ahead and call a spade a spade. Things like that we see in our communities all the time. And
Mhm.
sadly, sometimes one person makes a decision that they're trying to do better for themselves, but everybody else isn't happy about that. What was something that maybe, what was a decision rather that you probably made growing up that you said, I got to do this for me, that maybe other people weren't trying to rock with?
Oh man, basically, just knowing when we first came out, when we were basically looking for a deal for our group, which was not Naughty by Nature at the time, it was New Style. Um, we were hustling heavy. Like we had one of the biggest slanging blocks in East Orange, New Jersey. So before we even signed a record deal, we were right on the realm. We had done an audition for Flavor Unit Management, which was Queen Latifah and Shakim. So we basically had to come to the table with each other, and we was like, "Yo, if we're gonna do this, we can't mix the streets and with this business here, and we can't take Queen Latifah name. That's our sister right there. So either we're gonna hustle, even though we don't have a deal, or we're gonna go full swing with this and chance it, and but we're gonna have to give all this up. So we definitely had to do that. There was just one thing that our neighborhood who we was doing our thing with, um, they was like, yo, get out and show the world, yo. It's like everybody ain't got a chance. Go show them that we got something over here that's positive.
Oh, 1 billion%. To see what you guys have been able to accomplish with that too was incredible. And you in your career, here you are, been years in the game. What's been your secret to longevity?
Man, definitely putting God first. Knowing that health is wealth. Just knowing you got to grind like bad breaks. Don't never let off the gas, and if anything is negative in your path, you got to have a very well coordinated pivot. You feel me? You got to definitely know it's going to be a million obstacles. You might not climb all of them. You might trip up during the way, but that path is still going to be there. You got to tread that path, and you got to tread that water. You got to know it's a bigger plan, and you could be feet away from success when you give up. Just know, right a couple of steps more down might have been your calling.
What was the process like to assemble the cast for the play? Because usually when something is a masterpiece like it is, nobody really wants to touch it. You want to just leave it where it's at. But what was the process like to bring everybody back together?
Well, actually, with myself and Alan Payne are the only two that originally were in Jason's lyric.
Right.
Um, but we had a great chemistry on New Jack City when we did that play, and he was the only member in there. So it was just kicking it one day, and I think Jacarius was around, and me and I was kicking it. Was like, all right, man, we doing this and it's rocking on. The next play might have to be a movie with me and Al in it. And that was Jason's lyric. So we just threw that in the air just joking. So when that came about, it was just like, okay, we did New Jack City so successful. Why not do the movie that we were in? And the rest is just phenomenal casting on the part of Jacarius production. Whoever did the casting did an amazing job. Amazing.
Does working with Alan bring back a lot of great memories?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. That was 30 years ago. And we met on the set of New Jack, I mean Jason's lyric, and it just kept that relationship throughout the years. So it's fun. It's like a family reunion on a tour.
Yeah, you went directly into the next question I was getting ready to ask. Like, what's the atmosphere like with the cast and with the crew?
Oh, everybody's a family because you got to realize this is not like golf or tennis. Like you're on a field by yourself, playing by yourself. It's really a whole team. It's like an orchestra, a chorus. Like everybody's voice count. Everybody is there to do their part, stay in their lane, but to hit those notes to the point where it all comes off as a group ensemble of just beauty. I call it a magical musical.
1 billion% because plays are live. There are no, all right, we got to cut here. We got to
Yeah,
take this out. No, like everything is live. So you cannot afford to miss your cues. But it seems like that's kind of what you guys are used to now.
yeah. If somebody miss a cue, it's always we cover each other. If a mistake is made, the crowd wouldn't even know it. We the only ones that will laugh about it later because it's very few, if any, sometimes mistakes on the part of the cast, the crew, the choir, the band. Like we so on deck, we did extensive rehearsals, probably a whole month load of rehearsals before we even did our first show. So I'm talking about day in, day out, 10, 12 hours a day. It's not just knowing your lines, like you say, it's points to hit, it's tech for lighting, for sound, for all the rest of this, props, changing clothes, all of that. So it was rigorous for like a whole month. It was like pre-game boot camp.
Can you take me back through that too? Because you had actually said something that I kind of wanted to dive into a little bit more. Things like this don't happen overnight. You got to put the work in. What were the rehearsals like?
Oh, they were very strenuous, and sometimes they got monotonous. But I had to tell like a lot of cast members for the first time working with us and everything else. Um, and even when it got down to maybe 2 weeks left, then a week and all the rest of this, yo, are we gonna do that? I said, yo, we did the same thing with New Jack City. I love our director, Jay Cal. I said, this guy is brilliant. He knows what he's doing, even as it's monotonous. Like, yo, can we just run through the whole thing and do this? I'm like, trust and believe everything he doing, because Jay Cal maybe be out with us for the first week. After that first week of us on the road, he's gonna be gone.
Hmm.
But by that time we do that first show, we gonna have this down. This is gonna be phenomenal. And this is when before I saw the tech, before I seen the props on the stage, everything else, I'm like, I've been through this before, and I'm knowing I put all the trust in God first, of course, and then to the director and the production and the crew, the stage managers, the heads of the choir, the band. We had the same band we had before. I'm like, watch, this is gonna be amazing.
When you look at the people that you have been blessed to work with, you got Alan Payne, and then
Mhm.
you have other legends that are on this cast. Do you ever
Yeah.
just kind of sit back and look at and like just kind of sit back and look around and be like, dude, I'm really here?
Yeah, of course, all the time. I mean, I embrace it so much. It's a ego-free show. Everybody know they are somebody. Even those that aren't, known to the people and everything else. Our band, our choir, those who sing, they also have acting roles in it. Some of them are playing multiple roles. I mean, this cast is incredibly talented from top to bottom, head to toe. There's no tracks playing backtracks. These are all live vocals, real dancing, real lyrics, real stage coordinated. If it's any fight scenes, if it's anything, all this is no stuntman. All of this is actual, true, talented cast and crew. It's
What
amazing.
what do you want the audience to take away from this entire experience?
I would love the audience to take away a whole new experience. As we all know, a lot of things happen after the COVID, like with the whole thing with the movies and going to theaters directly and everything else. Um, this is a whole new market they may have never seen. You couldn't imagine how many people we actually here like have never been to a play, never seen theater, never in their life experienced that. And when they do, it's like, yo, I can't wait to go and see something else. You know what I mean? The experience, let them go away. And of course, um, with the message from the movie itself. You know what I mean? Like it happens in everyday USA, every urban area throughout the whole United States, no matter what. Get the lessons, get the jewels that are dropped. You know what I mean? See how you can help certain situations. Sometimes I always say the hood need a hug because a lot of people out there like don't nobody care about me, don't nobody have my back covered. Everybody's talking about me. If I get into anything, I'm always public enemy number one instead of the one. Yo, we might need to put him under the wing. You know what I mean? While he's still young, or even when he gets home, it's always that building up process of letting some people know that they have support. So the message behind it and the bottom line, man, come to have fun. Yo, the crowd's reaction, every different city is different and incredible. Sometimes you gotta hold your laughs in when you hear the comments and all the rest of that. They are totally and 100% engaged.
That's got to be a challenge to do, like to hold your laughs in when you know you got to say your lines and you got to stay locked in, but you say something and the crowd just responds to it. You like, dang, I wish I could interact with y'all.
Yeah, we laugh about different stuff the next day or that night. You heard when they said yeah. So it's fun for us as well. It's not like just we entertaining the people. The people entertain us too.
As they should, coming to the end now. And like, I understand you can't give everything away, but is there anything that's a little different in the play than it is in the movie?
Yeah, definitely. You're seeing behind the scenes stuff. You're seeing like prequels of people's mentality, what they was going through, the ghosts that they're fighting, and all of that. It's like it's a play, so it's not like if you've seen the movie, you seen the play. There's no sense of going. It's like, yo, it's really a production. I mean, the lights, the LEDs. When you're in the garage, it looks like you're in the garage. When you're in the one of the houses, you see the different houses. You feel like you on the block. You feel like you in the club. You feel like you are right there on the corner. You feel like you are right there in the TV shop. Like it's so amazing with the props and the lights and those big screens. It's a full production and it's like back in the days, it used to be great soundtracks to every movie. We got a full band, like you know what I mean, like talented individuals that's playing the soundtracks to our lives at that time through it. You know how you have a score during a movie, you hear the big music that comes up that leads up to the scene of somebody walking in the door and then somebody popping out on them. You have an actual, you know, musicians that's playing that score throughout the whole show. So it's like you feel like, yo, man, I'm actually watching a movie in progress.
1 billion% watching it in progress because the play is based on the movie, but you are like you guys actually can intertwine things. You can make things a little fresher and make them newer and to see how everybody has been able to do that. It's been amazing. Before we jump off of here, if anybody wanted to come out and check the show out, how can they do that?
Well, tonight we're in Detroit on the Music Hall Center of Performing Arts. So tonight is the 7th. We will be there at 8 p.m. Tomorrow, the 8th, we'll be there at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then we'll be going to Cleveland. So you could check it out, jasonslyric.com, Jacarius Johnson. You can look at my Instagram, Treach Tribe, IG. All the information always be there to a local city near you. Pull up, come to have fun, get it in, because we're going to have some fun with you, man. It's amazing. Let's believe.
Do you got anything coming out that the people can look forward to?
Yeah, just follow me on IG Treach Tribe. New music, new films, new projects as far as nonprofits and really big ideas. This and things that have been put into in fruition. Uh, a whole line of clothing and a lot of new music on different platforms.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. If you ever need some press, holla at your boy, ladies and
Ha,
gentlemen. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Treach from the hit play Jason Lyric Live. Be sure you like and share this video. The Chris Gunther Show signing out. Appreciate you for your time today, brother.
peace.